Hey friends, what's up? My name is Stacy. We are back with another Q&A. I'm going to answer 3 questions for you guys tonight. These are the 3 that stood out to me, so let's get into it. So I don't know about you guys, but I am the type of person that no matter what, if I've loved you before, I probably still love you, right? And the reason why I say this is because I often think, like, so many people think about, like, oh, I love you, but I'm not in love with you anymore. Well, that's fine, but the reality is, like, it was probably built on, like, all of these, like, superficial things rather than it actually being genuine. So I've never actually had that issue where I'm like, I love you, but I'm not in love with you anymore. I love everyone that I have ever come in contact with, if I've loved them before, because it's for a specific reason that's theirs to keep. Now, the difference is I can love you, but still decide that, like, this relationship isn't working, this relationship isn't progressing. And I often think that because people still feel those bits of love, they often think that they're not over that person. When in reality, there is nothing wrong with that. There is nothing to still have love for someone. It doesn't necessarily mean that you romantically want to be with them. It just means that there is still a component of that person that you were attached to, and there is nothing wrong with that. So I think first, begin to identify, like, what exactly do you mean that you're not over them? Is it because you're feeling these bits of love? Or do you still feel romantically drawn to them? And if you are still feeling like romantically drawn to them, like 3 years after a breakup, I think that's something, one, that you should address, but also ensure that, like, if you are going to be entering into a new relationship, that doesn't compromise your ability to want to get to know someone new. Oddly enough, I guess my dating experience is, like, I'm not really a dater, or big on, I don't know, dating in general. I have been in 2 romantic relationships since I was 18 years old, and one of them I was married to. I guess I could say I'm picky, which is not a good thing, because clearly we're not picking right. But I am a little picky in terms of, like, who has access to me, and I think especially this time period in my life, I'm a lot more pickier about who has access to me. I feel like in all of my dating relationships, I definitely have learned a lot. I've learned a lot about what I don't want, what I do want. I've learned about myself, like my tolerance levels. And I feel like that's always good, rather than thinking of it in terms of, like, good versus bad. It's like, yeah, obviously we can, like, marinate on, like, these are the bad things that happen, but what does that do? Like, that doesn't actually grow you. That doesn't actually allow you to, like, go into a new relationship with a new perspective or a new fresh set of eyes. And so I always, after in relationships, it really is like, okay, like, what did I learn from that relationship? What did I learn about myself? Like, what can I change and do better and different? And so I think if we approach things in terms of, like, learning, it's a lesson and understanding for us to get closer to ourselves, we wouldn't be so frustrated with dating in general. So, some of my guilty pleasures, I feel like this is just a fun one, which we'll probably do. I love every once in a while, not all the time, but I will order a whole large pizza and I'll eat it by myself, like, unapologetically. Like, eat the whole box. And I don't know if it's a good thing. I'm just always like, whatever, I'll burn it off tomorrow, self-care. But yeah, so that is a guilty pleasure. Another is I love dancing around my living room. I'm pretty sure you guys have seen my stories, like, multiple times, but I will just turn on music, sing my little heart out, dance around my living room, and that is just something that is fun, therapeutic for me, and it just makes me feel good. Like, it just makes me feel good. And then I guess the last one would be I love, 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 love psychological thrillers. Like, just one of my favorite genre in terms of like TV series or movies. I just love a good like psychological thriller. So if I ever stumble across one, or if I can find one, like best believe like I will binge watch the entire thing. Like, you don't understand like how many times I have spent like just a weekend without my kids, like, and I have watched an entire series, like 3 to 4 seasons by myself. So yeah, that's another guilty pleasure. I don't watch TV often, if at all. My friends actually joke about it because I don't watch TV. They're like, what do you do? Like, I just don't watch TV. But if I can find a good show, a psychological thriller specifically, best believe we are on there. Anyways, well, I hope you guys enjoyed this. I am looking forward. Please, please, please send your questions again. Once again, I will continue to like post the anonymous link as well for your own privacy, so you don't feel like you just don't want to share some information with me if you don't trust me. But anyways, always send me DMs if you want to, and then that's it. I hope you guys have a great day.